Take back what the devil stole from me, and I rejoice today, for I shall recover it all. Faithful, faithful, faithful is our God. Faithful, faithful, faithful is our God. I'm reaping the harvest God promised me. Take back what the devil stole from me, and I rejoice today, for I shall recover it all. Faithful, faithful, faithful is our God. Faithful, faithful. Oh, I was looking down, you guys. Hey, Tracy. Hey, Teresa. Hey, Mika. Hey, Capri. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm reaping the harvest God promised me. Take back what the devil stole from me, and I rejoice today, for I shall recover it all. Faithful, faithful. Good afternoon, everyone. It's time to do the RoAsia Affirmations. Come on in. I know some of y'all got a day going, and that's okay. I've been busy since early this morning, too, but we going to get it together. I appreciate you being here, for choosing this as your destination, for tuning in. Hey, Sherry, when you didn't have to, for being a part of today's inspiration. Just in case you're wondering, yes, I feel your anticipation. I am just as excited as you are about today's affirmations. I need y'all to listen and hear me when I say we are all truly blessed to be here. What a way to continue your day. Okay, so let me just get my life together on this end. And hey, sister, how are you? 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 Hi, guys. Hi, 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 hi. Hi, 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 hi. She's a bad mamma jamma. Her body measurements. I don't know why. I went from singing faithful, faithful is our God to singing her body measurements. She's built. Oh, she's got. I don't know where that came from. It just happened. Okay. So, hey, got all the curves a man like. Hello, hello, good afternoon, everybody. How y'all doing? We're going to read the prayer for today. I'm telling you, hey, Mama Alita, I love you on purpose. Let me tell you something about some of y'all. Can we have a moment? Can we please have a moment? Y'all know what this means to me. So let me know if we can have a moment. Stacy Big Mama coming to the scene on them. Yeah. Let me know if we can have a moment. For my people that go wherever I go, let me know if we can have a moment. Deshaun is texting me, y'all. He went to get cereal at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Y'all know what that means. What a wrong kid. All right. Hold on, y'all. Let me know if I can have a moment. Yes, I can. All right. Y'all know what it is. I can have a moment. Okay. Thank you so much, my sister. I appreciate you. All right. All right. Happy Sunday. Let me tell some of you guys really had me in the most of tears, like overwhelming tears. You know, when I raise my hand, that's a real honest moment. And not that I'm not honest regularly, but this is me opening up in a space where normally I wouldn't. But when I feel like it's necessary, because everybody needs to know that they are appreciated. I don't care what nobody say. They could act like they don't need to know that. They could act like, oh, I don't care about this and I don't care about that. Granted, certain things we don't care about, right? You just let it be. But there are things that we honestly do care about. So I wanted to tell you all, like, ever since, I did my videos saying that I was letting go of all of the hoopla and people had their way of feeling whatever way about me and the things that are being said and all of that stuff, regardless of the fact I'm still a human being, right? It doesn't mean that, oh, I'm letting it affect me in a way where I'm going to let it stop me. But you can feel a level of disappointment in people from the way they react to something you were doing for the betterment of you. Especially for those of you that have been over here hearing me say, like, yo, I just want to keep working on the better version of who I am. And and I do want to come out of a space where I'm just so, I don't want to be so, even though that's a part of me, there's a time and a space for that type of reaction or response to things, right? So I have to say that, and all of the crap that I'm seeing everywhere, like even though I'm not in the groups, when I tell you my inbox, people that are in them groups, they still follow here. And they sending me everything that's being posted about me. And in a minute, first I was like, nah, don't send it to me, right? Like, I don't need to see it. Don't send me nothing that I'm not looking at on my own. But then I'm like, yo, yes, I do. Because this too shall pass. And when people call themselves trying to be in my space as I continue on my journey of greatness, because it's there, I see it. I just ain't got to it yet. You can't come back into my life the way you once were. Because I know throughout whatever, I'm not a person of intentional hurt. I don't push a button for a response. Normally, it's me reacting to something that's been said or done. So I'm looking at these things and I'm like, yo, some of the people that for years, right? Beyond the chaos, for years, been over here, been listening to me. And like, what? And I know I'm a person of try again with people that I cared about. If I ain't never cared about you, like I'm required to love you. I'm not required to like you, right? So love is just something we're supposed to give everybody. But if I liked you and we was cool and I our level of communication was just beyond right here, then it's like, no, you can't. I need to know that when you resurface, you don't have that right. Because everybody's not meant to sit at your table. And I think a lot of times we want to place the people that are supposed to sit at our tables, and we don't have that right. I've been a person that I put in. Hold on, y'all. Okay, this is my doorbell. Hold on 1 second. All right, 1 minute. Give me a second. Yeah, I did. It's okay. I asked them to hold on for me. Okay. So I know I've been a person, and I'm gonna get to y'all comments. I just want to get this out. Then I'm gonna get to y'all comments. I know I've been a person to place people. All right. I've been the person to just, oh, you gonna sit at my table. You gonna sit at my table. Think about it, and I want you all to, whatever I'm saying, because I wasn't gonna share this. I really wasn't. But I don't think that in the space that I'm in, that God would allow me to sit here and not share in a sense of somebody may need to see and hear me. Right? So I'm like, I have the tendency to place people in my life, because that's that space where you feel you have control, right? We do a lot of, we think we listen, but we're really not listening, because there's absolutely no way that a person that cares about you, right? They should be able to come to you and have a conversation with you. They should be able to say whatever it is that they honestly, truly feel to you. And you come to some form of consensus, because overall, I've been wanting to become a better version of who I am. You may not like my route, but if you truly are concerned about me as I am concerned about you, you understand my destination. So you have to be mindful. And I'm not talking about that when God show you people, believe them. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about overall, just how people just truly love chaos. So I'm really paying attention to everything that's happening in the moment, because I don't want to place people at my table. I honestly want God to do it. And I really, really, this is a space where I am hearing so much, and my emotions have been all over the place. I'm not kidding. And I can honestly say people that I really don't give a crap about, it's whatever. You know what I mean? But it goes to show you how a person could sit in front of you for years and just go along with whatever you say until what you say don't fit what they want to hear. Thank you. And once what you say don't fit what they want to hear, that is when their true self comes out. A person's the revealing of a person does not come when everything is going great. Thank you. The revealing of a person comes when change happens that disrupts whatever's been going on. So instead of people looking at me like this is for the betterment of her, they're looking at me like I disrupted chaos. But how do people say things can end? How? If you keep going. And you just hit a dead end. And you just have sleepless nights. Whether you all like it or not, or believe it, or whatever the case may be, this is a cruel world we live in already. And when somebody is in a space like this, and they're putting things on the internet about you, there are people in this world that really have mental health issues. What do you think it feels like to just be You're already on guard because the world is cuckoo, but to really be on guard because you don't know, people don't, you don't know who know you. I know who I know. What do you think it does to people with children? What do you think chaos can do in my marriage? I mean, if we really, really, really are going to cut the crap and stop thinking so selfishly. I don't have to go that route to say it's not the world, it's the people. Y'all know what I mean. And now I'm going to read all y'all comments. Okay? Because there are a certain type of people that just don't want to hear and don't want to see. And it's sad. Now I'm going to read y'all comments and we're going to read the prayer. Let me scroll back up. So, yeah, I thank y'all. That was the whole point. I thank those of you that have sent me some of the most encouraging messages, to the mothers that have sent me messages, to the sisters that have sent me messages, to the brothers that have left comments, to the people that have just tapped in to check on me, to the ones of you that I talk to personally, to the ones of you that don't talk to me unless you're on here and I know you're praying for me. Thank you. Okay? Thank you so much. Because I'm a tough cookie. But I'm a tough cookie with a soul. Just think about that. Okay? Now let's go. Why are my kids silent? Just why Jesus. Playing a video game. All right. Let's go. So orders will go out tomorrow. I know I'm giving you all information on other stuff right here because I'm late today. But orders will be going out on Monday for sauces and seasonings. Someone bless the Nevaeh's winner to gift a set. So I'll be doing something over there. I'll be looking over there. I'll make a post. I want to do that sometime today. My kids want food. So one day in the upcoming week, and I want y'all to hold me to this, I'm just getting it out now because it's on the forefront of my mind. I'm going to make some, I know it's summer, but they want food. I'm going to make some pot roast and green beans and white potatoes. I'm not making a homemade cornbread. I'm doing the box cornbread and some mac and cheese. So I'm going to put that together somehow because I've gotten to a point where I don't like to be on live cooking for a long time. So I may already come on with my pot roast on and may do clips of it in the beginning. And then we do up the green beans and I come on, we'll figure it out, but I'll be doing that as well. So yeah, I had to get that part out. Now I'm going to read the prayer and we will get into the affirmations. Hey, Diane, how are you? Good afternoon, Barbara. Hey, Asigo. Hey, Sparkle. Let me see. Stop talking so much because they reply and speak to who they want to talk to. I'm sure of it. I say don't go where you're not appreciated to anybody, even if you're over here. Don't go where you're not appreciated. Hey, Phyllis, how are you? Hey, Bernice. Hey, my Illinois sister. Good afternoon, Kayla. How are you? Hey, Kimberly. Afternoon, chop it up. What's poppin'? Let me see. Boston, Massachusetts in the house. Don't play with you. Hey, Niecy, how are you? Pauline, Wagwan. Thank you, Stacy. Hey, Deborah. All right, let's get into the chat. And I am going to, hey, Lakeisha and Nia. Let me see, Lavonda. I know I'm about to be saying thank you for sharing. Good afternoon, sister. How are you? Thank you. Hey, Phyllis. Thank you, Jeanette, for what you sent me, sister. I saved it. And I was going to post it as well, but I did save it. But thank you. Because I'll go back and look. If y'all see me and y'all made a comment and you get a heart for me, it's so many comments that I won't stop to reply. But when one of y'all send me something that really, really I feel like is right there, then I do say a little bit more. But I try to work on that. Let me see. Hey Tracy, do you hear him? Crack holler? What's up with these children? Oh my God. All right. All of the bless yous, thank you. Hey Diane, how are you, sister? Thank you for all of the bless yous. Let me make sure I got everybody. Good afternoon, sister. Good afternoon. Oh Lord. Hey Vanessa. Hey Cheryl. Oh no, it is raining now, sister. I promise you. I promise you it is raining. It's so gloomy. But hey, that's what I'm gonna cook. Hey Carol, how are you? Hey Yvette. Hey. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I don't know what's weird because I'm going back in the comments, but I see you, sister. Hey Dana. Yes, absolutely. 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 Let me see. The same people said it should end, can't have it both ways. It'll all cease, and it will. And that's what I mean by when I say, sister, people that may tend seem like they could just sway after I've seen with my own eyes how they have was towards me. Now, of course I would have to forgive. I would have to, right? But I don't ever have to let you back to where you want. You will never be where you once was in my life. Never, ever. You wouldn't get that extended version of me that I was giving in the beginning. You know what I mean? How many of you all can relate to what I'm saying? Hold on, y'all. Let me write my notes. How many of y'all can relate to what I'm saying? You won't get that extended version of me when you come back. You just get me. Because it's an extended version in all of us. And everybody don't deserve that. And see, when we placing and choosing who we want at our table, instead of allowing God to do it, we kind of mess up things. Right? Oh, okay. All right. Gotcha. You don't forget. You will be crazy as hell to forget. Because if I forget and you're not healed, listen to this. If I forget and you're not healed in the space you in, and I let you back in, you're going to do the same thing. If you keep your dog in the house, right, and you never let them out the kennel, and they poop in the kennel, but you just keep putting them back in the kennel, what they going to do? They're going to keep pooping in it. You know what I'm saying? People rather you move the way they want you to move, but it's better to cut them out of your life and keep it moving. Absolutely, Diane. Latanya, that's my thing. If people were so blown away with things that happened, did anyone call you to check on you or your? No, absolutely not. The ones that have sent messages are probably right here, right now. All right, some like the mess. God is not into the mess. You did what was best to give you peace. Absolutely, Phyllis. Yes, it is so cruel. People in the world full with lots of evilness for the love of. It's sad. It's sad. It really is. It really, really is. I promise you it is. No one did, really. Only the ones that are here. Storms don't last forever. The sun is. It really is, Mika, because I look fabulous. You know what I'm saying? I really feel like, even with my tan, y'all. Literally, even with my tan, I feel like I look fabulous. Good afternoon, Mama. Hey, Frida. So, yes. Hey, Karen. All right, I'm supposed to be reading the prayer, right? But we ain't been here too long. We only been here for 25 minutes. We normally do an hour, so let's read the prayer, and then I'll keep going in the comments. All right, y'all? So let's see what it is. Hold on. The prayer for today is, if you are a RoAsia model, hear me here, right? If you are a RoAsia model, you will receive, and I'm sending out an email. Yes, we were supposed to have a meeting regarding our last meeting prior to the show, because we are about a little over a month before the show. So if you're a model, you will get an email from me. I'm going to need you just to reply to that email with what's sent to it. And I'm going to send a mass email, okay? I'm sure I did, Frida. Thank you for rubbing it in. I missed a good time. Thank you. Okay. So let me read. You see how she just did me, y'all? Let's read the prayer real quick. I glanced over there and she told me I missed a great time. All right. Today's prayer is Isaiah 26, verse 3, and it reads, "You keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on you, because he trusts in you." Isaiah 26, verse 3. So let's continue in the comments. Then we're going to go into the affirmations. Let me see. I don't have your number. Just know I'm here every day. I've been busy since Friday. Oh, thank you, sister. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, Gary, what's popping? How you doing today? Cover you talks about him 360. You know what it is. Good afternoon, Snoopy. What's popping, sister? Good afternoon, Alicia. Let's see you get down in the kitchen. We will implement it once a week. You know why? Because when it's warm, I just don't do a lot of cooking. You'll see me make the same shit. I mean, you'll see me make the same stuff all the time when it's warm. So yeah. And I'm not one to cook and throw food away. I don't have money like that. When I cook, I gotta eat. That's how I go down over here. Absolutely, Jeanette. I understand that. You said what was on your heart. It has been released. Everyone needs to just move on. Blessings with love. Absolutely. Hey, Erica. Hey. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Claudia. Let me see my Diane. Makes me shake my head with women. The very feelings I've been working on and praying about. But I'm 60 years old and it's just unbelievable to me. I understand. I'm not that far behind you. I'll be 49. Okay? So, it just goes to show the hypocrisy in everything. And how can you want this to cease and you still going? You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but I guess. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Hey, Tracy. Hey, Melly. How are you doing, sister? Good afternoon. Hey, Siobhan. Let me see. Love the path that you're on, sister. Keep pushing forward. Thank you, Asiga, my love. What Pauline now? Hey, sister. Did I say hey to you, Pauline? Let me see. I just want to say that you are a true walking testimony because everything that you have been through, you still showed up. You are my Roy. Now, you know these some cheap strips, Capri. You know these some cheap strips. And you going to come in here with all that right there. You are my role model because I'm learning from you. I love you, sister. Jesus help me. They are having fun. Okay. Good afternoon, Lucante. How are you? Hey, sister. How are you? Hey, Phyllis. How are you? Let me see where my people's at. Good afternoon. Let me see. Escobar. Escobar is outside in the rain acting a whole mess. He is. He was in here. Then, when your dog got to go outside, baby, they got to go outside. So you got to let them. Absolutely, I will, Yvette. Cause yeah. Hey, Miss Sonia, how are you? Hey, Kathy, how you doing today? Don't forget to hit the thumbs up and the hearts, people. Listen to Kathy. She told y'all. Hey, Frida, talking about what I missed out on. You ain't right. Good afternoon, sister. Let me see. Hey. You can relate. All right. It's coming down now. He think he finna come in here wet like that. It ain't happening. He think he finna come here. Y'all hear that rain? And he think he finna come in here wet like that? No, baby. Have a rain shower. Hello, Kayla. How are you, sister? Okay, all right. Good afternoon. How are you? All right, let's get into it. So, y'all ready for the affirmations? Y'all ready, ready, ready? I will be cordial, but the care will be minimal to none. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's me right now. Like, this is why it's necessary. Because the cares would be so minimal. So minimal. Really and truly. Ooh, it's coming down, y'all. Y'all hear that? The care will be so minimal, and I'm okay with that. When you listen to what Pastor Dwight has said, he said, you ain't got to feel like you owe anybody. And I don't want you out here feeling like you owe anybody anything. Baby, honey, let him handle it because we will mess it up. Really, Kimberly, what happened in church service? Tell me. I want to know. I want to know for real, for real. If God wanted me to let another person control what I do and how I think God would have given you would have given you your life and mine. Okay. I like that thought. All right. Huh? I'm sorry. What you mean? You overreact to it what, sister? I don't know what you're talking about. Help me. Tell my mom said good afternoon. Hey, my Chi-Town sister. No more tears. Put on your crown. Then move on. Hey. Let me see. Sorry, forgive, but can't circle. No, I can't. You can't bend a block on me. This block is not bendable. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. You can stay at the gate. You could say at the gate. Hello, Sonia. So I have not been watching. How you been, sister? I'm always praying for you, and I am well. I am well. Hey, Tara. I love you back, Frida. All right, let me see where we at. Ooh, this rain is coming down. Good evening. Good afternoon, was that? Or evenings for some of y'all. I'm sorry. Hey, Patty. Let me see. All right now. Yes. Let me see. Walk in peace and peace with God. Amen. I agree. I totally agree. Oh, I did, Pauline. I love you, sister, because I can't be missing out. Miss Tanya, how you doing? Did I say hey? I don't know if Miss Mama Pamela is here. How do you donate to the RoAsia Foundation? It's actually on the website if you would like to do it via PayPal. And if not, RoAsia has a CA as well. But I can put the information in the chat, sister. Thank you for even extending the thought. Thank you so much for that because, yeah, y'all already know. Let me see. Hey, sister. I love you for real, for real. It's okay. It's okay, Thelma. Let me make sure I get everybody. I want to get everybody and then we'll get our affirmations. I don't want to overlook nobody. Many come to social media to show the unattractive side that they didn't have the heart or guts to show before. I believe that too. I do believe that. I've told you from the beginning that you are an inspiration to me and I love you on purpose. I love you back on purpose, Deborah. I honestly, truly do. All right, Mama said 2 weeks next year. Don't play with it. I'm gonna have to let Papa Bear know. Papa Bear told me to tell you, Frida. Frida, send another one. Frida, if I go get that bottle, he told me to tell you that. I meant to send you a WhatsApp last night, but we had went out to a comedy club and then I went to work on sauces. So yeah, he said, Frida, tell Frida I need another bottle. Let me see. Thank you, Nikki, for the time since I've been on dialysis and felt like giving up so much. You say be like she talking to me and it encouraged me not. Oh, Phyllis, you know I love you with my whole heart. We go way back to the apron and Papa Bear seasoning. Phyllis, I love you, sister. Let me see, regardless with how people feel about Nikki, and to be honest, I'm still feeling her out, but I have much respect for her not dogging her friend, ex-friend out. It's hard to believe how easy it is to love someone today, isn't it? And this will really help her. This will really help her. That comment, people don't know real people until you be in front of real people, right? We see it every day. So I don't know if she is here. Snoop, can you tag Nikki just so she can read that? That would mean a lot to a person. You don't know how something so small could mean something so big. something so small. No, he not finished, Frida. He not finished, but he just saying, put another one on the way. He been taking the shots in the little in the BBCC shotty. That's what he been doing. All right, let me see. We need that rain. Yeah, it's needed. It's much so needed. Hey, Teresa, and thank you so much. I appreciate you, sister. I just looked down at your text message. Thank you. And I hope everything, y'all keep Teresa in your prayers because she has to have a surgery coming up. Okay? Keep her in your prayers for good health. It is not my place to tell you whatever she has going on. However, you want to keep Teresa in your prayers. Okay? Absolutely, Diane. You can do that over here. You can do that over here about forgiving and it being really all right. Now that's what service was about. Come on, Jesus. Come on through. Hello, Sandy. How are you, sister? You know it, Pauline. You know it. Hey, Lynn. How are you, sister? Hello, 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 Betty. Hey, Vita. No, he didn't finish it, sister. All right, so we're about to get ready to get, ooh, thunder. All right. Keep pressing towards the mark, run on and see what the end is going. Absolutely. 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 She needs to hear that. Thank you, Chopper. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. For real, for real. Let me see. How does someone who once called best friends talk badly about us, real best friends, address things like real big adults? I don't know, sister. Wow, I will keep him in my prayers. You said in and out of the hospital? I will. Let me see. In the middle of a thing, a storm is where God does his biggest thing. Absolutely. Absolutely. Now let's get to it. Let's get to our affirmations. Now I think I caught up with everybody. Did I miss anybody? If y'all want me to read the prayer again, just let me know in the chat and I will. Hey, Callie, how are you? Let me know if you want me to read it. Let me see. Be careful who we put a best friend label on. I can't fall. Absolutely. Absolutely, baby. That's why I say stop being the one to place people at your table. Stop being the one to place people in your space. Okay, Tracy, allow God to do it. That's where I'm at right now. Allow God to do it. I'm not people going to second guess people. Okay, Annette, people going to be saying, oh, you stupid, you crazy, I can't believe this, I can't believe that. When a person truly cares about you, they will take it to him and say, Lord, if this is your will for my sister that I love, then it's so be it. When you go through and you feel angry and you feel sad and every emotion, when somebody cares about you, they're right there for it. And the person that's there from beginning to end, whether you all agree through it, whether you argue through it, but the mere fact that you stood in it, that's love. That's loyalty. That is the same type of grace that we expect for him to give us. How can we say we're children of his if we don't move in ways that he moved for us? That's hypocrisy, and I don't want to be a hypocrite. All right, so let me run it back. Okay, good afternoon. So the prayer was Isaiah 26, verse 3. You keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on you, because he trusts in you. So now we'll get to the affirmations.
About the glory of God. You can't ever talk about the glory of God without gold. When you talk about the glory of God, silver and gold is always in manifestation. There's no such thing as holy broke. When the glory is flowing, the silver and gold has to flow because the glory is the highest realm that exists. So everything has to obey the glory. silver, gold, everything, health, everything got to obey the glory. You can't ever talk about the glory of God without gold. When you talk about the glory of God, silver and gold is always in manifestation. There's no such thing as holy broke. When the glory is flowing, the silver and
that's
gold
so good, Frida. I'm glad.
Because the glory is the highest realm that exists. So everything has to obey the glory. Silver, gold, everything, health, everything got to obey the glory. You can't ever talk about the glory.
You guys see the video? I can guarantee you, anybody who loves you will hurt you. Well, the Bible says those whom he loves, he chastises. Hurt is not the absence of love. Sometimes hurt is correction. Anybody who has authority over your life has the right to hurt you for the correction's sake. Ask your children how bad you hurt them. It's amazing how we understand authority when it's going out, and how stupefied we become when authority comes in. When your life is broken, you will attract what needs it. When you fix your life, that which is uninvited will fly away. So sometimes your broken life is a hazard to an innocent person. You've got to smooth out your rough edges so you stop cutting people who didn't expect to bleed when they brushed up against you. I can guarantee you, anybody who loves you will hurt you. Well, the Bible says those whom he loves, he chastises. Hurt is not the absence of love. Sometimes hurt is correction. Anybody who has authority over your life has the right to hurt you for the correction's sake. Ask your children how bad you hurt them. It's amazing how we understand authority when it's going out, and how stupefied we become when authority comes in. When your life is broken, you will attract what needs it. When you fix your life, that which is uninvited will fly away. So sometimes your broken life is a hazard to an innocent person. You've got to smooth out your rough edges so you stop cutting people who didn't expect to bleed when they brushed up against you. I can guarantee
that right there, just give me a minute. Honey, it's raining, it's thundering. We still got access because where I live, baby, a little bit of chicka chicka boom and everything go out. So amen to that. But listen, that was so necessary for me in this moment. And I'm glad that I received it with y'all. And the reason I say that is because it's so much more than me just sitting here reading a prayer. I can't explain it. Jesus, your love is so amazing. Ooh.
When you start talking to people about what they have to do first, then the church gets quiet. Let's go and check the record, and let's go through the miracles of Jesus, and let's see if we can find one where the person didn't have to do something first before Jesus responded. We're talking about he turned water to wine, but not until after they brought him the water pots. When the man was healed, after 38 years of not walking, what did Jesus say to him? He didn't say, legs be healed, get up and walk. He says, you can't walk, try. Pick up your bed and walk. Jesus, how? I can't walk. Well, if you try to walk, you will find out that I've already put the power in your legs. But God says, I will never rob you of industry. In other words, I will not perform a miracle in areas where human intervention works. This is the whole issue. Is because we want to shout and expect God to be Santa Claus, but that ain't how this works. Give and it shall be given. I can see that you've come into his presence with no tribute. And when you start talking to people about what they have to do first, then the church gets quiet. Let's go and check the record, and let's go through the miracles of Jesus, and let's see if we can find one where the person didn't have to do something first before Jesus responded. We're talking about he turned water to wine, but not until after they brought him the water pots. When the man was healed, after 38 years of not walking, what did Jesus say to him? He didn't say, legs be healed, get up and walk. He says, you can't walk, try. Pick up your bed and walk. Jesus, how? I can't walk. Well, if you try to walk, you will find out that I've already put the power in your legs. But God says, I will never rob you of industry. In other words, I will not perform a miracle in areas where human intervention works. This is the whole issue. Is because we want to shout and expect God to be Santa Claus, but that ain't how this works. Give and it shall be given. I can see that you've come into his presence with no tribute. When you start talking,
Baby, whoo, this is good. Jesus, I know this is RoAsia Patient. I hope I wasn't out of place with my. No, you weren't. No, you weren't at all, sister. I brought up the subject. I brought it up. I brought it up. So you were not at all. It's life. Okay, life happened over here anywhere. We ain't having from nobody, no matter where we at. We got to be true to who we are. We can be who we are and just learn how to do it in a better way. You know what I mean? And that's what we're doing. We're doing it collectively. I know I'm not the only one shifting for better. I can't be. Even if it's just 3 or 4 on a live of 5 million, them 3 or 4 matter. So, hey, hey, Dorothy, how are you? How are you? How are you? How are you? Yes, we have to. Absolutely. This man who joined church this morning was paralyzed for 3 weeks and he walked to the altar today. Amen. That is a blessing. Happy Sunday.
If you think God isn't real, keep scrolling. It's never too late. I'm here with Google.
listen to me. No matter of fact, I need you to look at me. Do I look like I'm someone that wants to be vulnerable? Just to answer your question, no, I don't. I don't like opening up to people because they're fickle. I don't like to depend on people because I've been disappointed time after time after time, and then they have came and used me up and then just to leave me all alone. I don't like getting attached to anything or anyone, to be honest with you, because people like to give me hope just for them to eventually rip it out. The thing is, I feel myself liking you and becoming vulnerable with you. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. Don't play with my heart. For real. Actually, be real. Be real. Listen to me. No matter of fact, I need you to look at me. Do I look like I'm someone that wants to be vulnerable? Just to answer your question, no, I don't. I don't like opening up to people because they're fickle. I don't like to depend on people because I've been disappointed time after time after time, and then they have came and used me up and then just to leave me all alone. I don't like getting attached to anything or anyone, to be honest with you, because people like to give me hope just for them to eventually rip it out. The thing is, I feel myself liking you and becoming vulnerable with you. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. Don't play with my heart. For real. Actually, be real. Be real. Listen to me.
These affirmations today is just like, whew. Hate how people try to make their walk yours. If you're ready and they're not, it's okay. If you want to forgive and they don't, it's okay. But don't knock me down for feeling and moving the way I want to, because you don't want to or not ready. We walk different. We walk a different life. Let me see. Mama said to make sure it's okay for you to come for 2 weeks. I will when hubby come back. I'm gonna make sure, sister. I will. Be real. Don't play with me. Absolutely not. You better say it, sir. Don't play with me. Don't play with my heart. Just be real. Just be real. For real. That is my problem. I look to people for hope and they are fickle, learning to. Come on, let's run it back one more again then. Let me find out affirmations giving us all breakthroughs around. This dude is running through the rain. I told y'all. And he think he finna come in here and shake and put slob and dirt and mud off, baby. He finna be outside a shower day. Thank God it's warm. Let's run that back again. OMG. Let's do it.
No matter of fact, I need you to look at me. Do I look like I'm someone that wants to be vulnerable? Just to answer
They really don't,
no,
Latanya.
I don't like opening up to people because they're fickle. I don't like to depend on people because I've been disappointed time after time after time, and then they have came and used me up and then just to leave me all alone. I don't like getting attached to anything or anyone, to be honest with you, because people like to give me hope.
Hello, my sister. How you doing?
Just for them to eventually rip it out. The thing is, I feel myself liking you and becoming vulnerable with you. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. Don't play with my heart. For real. Actually be real. Be real.
Ooh, that is one right there.
Listen.
Do not run somebody else's race. Why do I do that? And all of the things that are going on, it works for them. God, you're not speaking to me. I don't know how to do this. I have so many things to focus on. How? Did you keep reading in the Bible? We do this by keeping our eyes on who? Jesus, the champion. He already won every race you're going to be in. He's
I said, hey.
He initiates. He says, ready, set, bow. He brings you into the game. And he's the one standing at the finish line. He initiates and perfects our faith. Because of the joy that was awaiting him, he did this too. He endured the cross, disregarding the shame. Now he's seated in the place of honor beside God's throne. This is the thing I want to let you know. We can't compare because we have our own lane, our own set of rules, and our own expectations. And God's sitting in the grandstands of heaven saying, just run your race. Why? Because I put it there. This lane was not put by your parents. This lane was not put by your professor. This lane was not put by somebody that's a celebrity or a life coach. The lane I've called you to run is the lane I put in front of you. Run that race. Your joy is in that race. Your blessing is in that race. Your peace is in that race. Your rest is in that race. Your efficiency is in that race. Your family being whole is in that race. When you step outside of that and run somebody else's race because it looks good, you stepped out of the grace for your race. Okay? And do you know the quickest way to devalue something is to compare it to something else? You loved your stuff until you saw their stuff. When nobody's shoes better than your shoes. Until they came out with a new pair of shoes. And Holy Spirit, help me communicate everything that's in my heart right now, because if I could just get you to do one thing, I would get you to uncover from comparison, because then it would allow you the space to uncover from comfort and convenience. But right now, you worried if what they doing and what they doing. Is everybody watching this series? Okay, then I'll watch it. We might be in cuffing season. God tell you to go back and watch Expect the Fed. Well, that's not where everybody else is. I didn't ask you all that. I didn't ask you what everybody else is. I said, stop comparing yourself. Somebody say, I gotta stop comparing this masterpiece. Do not.
Baby, we got 6 more minutes, baby.
Did you know that one of the number one reasons that you keep ending up in terrible relationships and you keep getting treated like dirt
is because you have no boundaries. As a certified Christian divorce recovery coach, it is one of my priorities to explain to my clients that you have got to have boundaries in this world. You need boundaries with your boss, you need boundaries with your kids, you definitely need boundaries with your spouse or your boyfriend, girlfriend, because without boundaries, people can just do whatever they want to you. Most of the people that I coach who are people pleasers, they put everybody else before themselves, they are basically just yes people, they have no boundaries. So today I wanted to take a minute and show you one of the books that I fully endorse because I've read it, I have applied it, and I wanted to share it with you guys. And this book is called Boundaries. And it's extremely, extremely helpful with explaining what a boundary is, why you need it, and how to implement it. If you guys are wanting to pick it up, there's a little orange shopping cart at the bottom of this video. But the majority of the people that I coach have gone through some sort of narcissistic relationship. And I can tell you right now, one of the ways to avoid this, or at least increase your chances of not getting into a narcissistic relationship, is to know your worth and to have boundaries. So if you guys are wanting to learn how to do this, you want some really good information, make sure you go down here and you pick up this book. I highly recommend it. Did you?
Ephesians 2, verse 10. I am God's masterpiece. Ooh, I love that. I love that.
The reason why the Bible can sometimes be hard to understand is because we are sinful beings, and the sin that we have committed distorts our understanding and leads us to twist the Bible into the portion that leaves us feeling good about ourselves. And the scripture doesn't work until you use it as a mirror and not makeup. 1 Corinthians says, for we see through a glass darkly. That's a mirror. In other words, I'm supposed to look in the scripture and see my distorted image and do something about it and not hide it to say, he understands my sin. He understands my heart. He knows who I am. It's not makeup, it's a mirror. The Lord told me to tell you the reason why the Bible can sometimes be hard to understand is because we are sinful beings, and the sin that we have committed distorts our understanding and leads us to twist the Bible into the portion that leaves us feeling good about ourselves. And the scripture doesn't work until you use it as a mirror and not makeup. 1 Corinthians says, for we see through a glass darkly. That's a mirror. In other words, I'm supposed to look in the scripture and see my distorted image and do something about it and not hide it to say, he understands my sin. He understands my heart. He knows who I am. It's not makeup, it's a mirror.
Hey, Deborah. All right, you can hashtag on the replay, sister. I'm about to, don't they, Capri? We're going to do a couple of more and wrap it up.
Rejection is God's servant. Rejection is employed by God. If you are in God, rejection guides you into the pre-prepared places of your destiny. So it's a guide. And you have to see it as God's servant. Look at what Jesus said when he was sending the disciples out 2 by 2. He says, hey, tell you what I want you to do. He says, I want you to keep moving, and I want you to go into the city.
Thank you so much.
He said, I want you to find a house that's worthy.
Thank you.
He said, and if you go into a house and they don't receive you, they reject you, the first thing he says is, let your peace come back to you. Because that rejection, if you see it right, actually should produce peace. Why? Because the Bible says that God opens doors that no man can shut, but he also closes doors that no man can open. And when you are chosen, and when God's got a call on your life, and he's got a plan on your life, he will close doors to get you to the open doors, because even rejection is God's servant. Are you hearing words that are coming out of my mouth? You got to rethink rejection, because what God has for you is for you. Watch it. He opens doors that no man can shut. He shuts doors that no man can open. No need in banging on a door that God is shut, trying to get back in. Let me back in the club. Let me back in the relationship. Let me back in the... No, baby. Hit the road, Jack. What happens when you work a vision that's not valid from God is it becomes void in front of man. That's how so many people's like, I'm just tired. I've been working to get this business off the ground. And I've been doing this and I've been doing this. My question is, did that vision come from a valid source? And I've watched people spend their whole life working on a vision that at the end of the day was not from God, so it was void. They lost their family over it. They got money, but they don't got nobody to share it with. Their Instagram followers are up. Their kids think they're powerful, but they missed it because they never would take the time to make sure, God, is this what you're saying? Is this how you're saying it? Do I need to change this up? And all I'm praying for everybody who's watching and everybody who's in this room right now, I would hate for us to lose an entire year of our life working on something that will not count. What happens when you work a vision that's not valid? There were some people in this room before you were even in relationship with God. You look back over your life and you see that God was covering you. I wasn't going to church. I wasn't praying. I wasn't trying to be righteous. I should be dead and out of my mind. I should be in somebody's grave. I should be locked up in jail. There's no reason why I should have this house. There's no reason why I should have these children. But I was covered in the midst of it all. I was covered some kind of way. You covered me. Even when I didn't know I was covered, you think your life was bad anyway. You should have seen what it would have been had God lifted that covering off of you. I know they betrayed you. I know they walked away from you. I know the family system was broken, but if you think that's something, you ought to see the plans the enemy actually had for your life. You ought to see how he wanted to kill you and destroy you. You ought to see how the cancer cells backed up off of you. You ought to see how the x-ray machine showed what God said and not what was actually in your body. I've been covering you since you were a child. I've been covering you. Every step you took, I covered you. There were some people in this room before you were even in relationship with God. You look back over your life and you see that God was covering you. I wasn't going to church. I wasn't praying. I wasn't trying to be righteous. I should be dead and out of my mind. I should be in somebody's grave. I should be locked up in jail. There's no reason why I should have this house. There's no reason why I should have these children, but I was covered in the midst of it all. I was covered some kind of way. You covered me. Even when I didn't know I was covered, you think your life was bad anyway. You should have seen what it would have been had God lifted that covering off of you. I know they betrayed you. I know they walked away from you. I know the family system was broken, but if you think that's something, you ought to see the plans the enemy actually had for your life. You ought to see how he wanted to kill you and destroy you. You ought to see how the cancer cells backed up off of you. You ought to see how the x-ray machine showed what God said and not what was actually in your body. I've been covering you since you were a child. I've been covering you. Every step you took, I covered you.
I think we need one more. This is getting really, really good. I think we need one more. How many of y'all think we need one more? How many of y'all think we need one more? I think we need one more. And the rain has stopped. It was just storming. One more? All right, let's see what's popping.
The life gives you. The more unwanted you are, the more necessary you will be. They didn't want Joseph in chapter 37 They didn't want him and they threw him
All
in the
right,
pit. But
all
by the
right.
time they
One
got to
more.
chapter 50,
All
the
right, I
man they
see you,
threw in the
Sherry,
pit was giving them bread.
Nelly,
You might not
Joyce,
know
and
it. They don't
Sapphire,
need you now.
Denise, Edith.
But you will. Keep playing with me. I'm going to own the company you're going to be working for. Keep playing with me. One day you're going to walk in there and put an application. I'm going to be on the other side of the desk. And I'm going to remember how you looked over me when you thought. Because the more unwanted you are, the more necessary you will be. You just got to get through your feelings. The more unwanted you are, the more necessary you will be. They didn't want Joseph in chapter 37. They didn't want him and they threw him in a pit. But by the time they got to chapter 50, the man they threw in the pit was giving them bread. You might not know it. They don't need you now.
No problem, Trudy.
But you will. Keep playing with me. I'm going to own the company you're going to be working for. Keep playing with me. One day you're going to walk in there and put an application. I'm going to be on the other side of the desk. And I'm going to remember how you looked over me when you thought. Because the more unwanted you are, the more necessary you will be. You just got to get through your feelings.
Now I'm gonna tell you something, and I can be really, really open with you all. So I was talking to one of the sisters, right? And that's one thing that is keep being said in a way where if you're not a person that understands constructive criticism, you will take it in the wrong way. Because this sister is basically saying, you know, in a way, get over it without saying get over it. Mm-hmm. And we have to be able to understand this is where communication comes in. Because what I do when we talk, whatever comments she made towards me, and I love her to pieces. I promise you, I love her to pieces. I know God ain't playing within this space in my life. You know why? Because it just works without touching. That's why. So she'll send me messages and you know, when you understand how somebody speak, you honor that, and then you give them how you feel, and they honor that. And that's how we communicate. And that's the way it's been since the beginning. And I there are a lot of things that I don't see. And to know that I have to look over me in that space. So I'm going to tell you how God did me. When I was in this space of, y'all know me saying, yo, I want to be a better version, right? For a couple of months, y'all been seeing me kind of like ease back a little bit off all the nonsense. Still talk about it, but I don't move in the way I was. But you know, people that not paying attention won't know. So I'm talking to the ones of you that have been paying attention. So I'm gonna tell you, in the space of something like this, God said, okay, I'm gonna give you one that is your senior, right? I'm gonna give you one that know when it's me talking to her, and I'm gonna surround you with ones where even though they all may have different thoughts about what you're experiencing in this space in your life, the common ground is me getting to that level of exactly where God wants me to be. So you're not always gonna like what the pastor said, you know, rejection. You gotta have people in your life that will give you that hard conversation. But you also have to be willing to hear and know this person isn't coming with ill intention. Everything necessary to hear doesn't make you feel good. Right? Let me see. That storm cleaned up like, oh, I'm not messing with this area. It sure didn't. It's gone. The sun, you see, it got a little brighter in here. I ain't touched no lights and I ain't moved nowhere. Let me see. Are you still cool with her team after? Baby, I'm cool with myself. And I don't know about no team. I'm on Team Jesus. What are you on, Sharon? The drag can continue and go on. I hope you enjoy it. Get you some popcorn the next time they talk about me, okay? I don't care. I need him all the time. You better know it, sister. Your hair is beautiful. I like it. Something simple. Yeah, very simple. I couldn't take it. What? Okay, sister. All right. I'm trying to stay kind of focused. I really am. You talking about hairstyles. The more unwanted you are, the more necessary you will be. You heard that, Joycelyn? You heard that, huh? Okay. That's what I thought I heard too. Hey, sister, how are you? How are you? All right, let's see. I mean, whew, it is just something, honey. I tell you, it is really something. So I'm grateful for it all. Hey, Joycelyn, I'm grateful for it all. Yes, yes, and yes, and yes. With extra butter. You heard it, sister. The more unwanted to you are, the more necessary. Don't worry about when they put you out. Don't go back trying to get back in. And it was in a couple of the messages today. So it's like, yes, yes, yes. They will never remember that. They too busy being true to other people and not to themselves. They will never remember that, ever. Never. Yes, we need to do a fundraiser. I think we can set it up for tomorrow. I have to check with Tanya and see if we can set it up for tomorrow. I really do. So this was something for today. It was all right. Came on the afternoon. I was saying that I'm going to send an email out to the models and I just want to reply to the email. That's how we're going to communicate from this point on, because I don't think that everybody has the ability to hop on even at a notice. They may have something that may transpire, whereas you can communicate via email and it makes it a little bit easier. Okay. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. Other than that, I was stating that one day in a couple of either Monday or Tuesday, depending on. I'm going to, the kids want pot roast. They say I've been gone and they've been eating out. They want pot roast, string beans, white potatoes, and macaroni, mac and cheese and cornbread. So we're going to do that too. Let me see. You've been telling everyone that you don't want to hear what someone's saying about you and stay out of your... Baby, they sending me inboxes of the groups. The group that they kicked me out of, they said I got a screenshot of every post that was made of me, Rose. And you know why the sister sending it to me? She said in her inbox message, she said, I'm sending you these so you will know when God ends all of this, these people that come back, tell them to kiss your... I ain't going to say what she said, but yeah. You wouldn't believe it. It's amazing. It is so amazing. I done got from personal inbox messages to screenshots of pages to more inbox messages. The people just talking and running their mouth. And it's so many people that be over here. I just like, whoa. Well, was over here. So yeah. I love you back on purpose, sister. Can't find the speaker to the cooler. Huh? Can't find the speaker. I don't know what that means. You coming to dinner? with a big bucket of movie popcorn, triple butter. I'm just saying, absolutely. All that, all that, all that. Let me see. Team Jesus is the best team to be on because the promise maker is the promise keeper. You can't go wrong being with Team Jesus. May God continue to shine on and through you. Thank you so much, Julie. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. You can't find the black cooler? I don't know, sister. I'm just saying, honey. Your transformation, like I said, is hard for us. I don't snap like I used to. I react in a different way. I love you back on purpose, Miss Sheila. Let me see. God has a way of exposing the naysayers, whether they're in your presence or not. Yes, He does have a way. And I'm over here like, yo, unbelievable. Unbelievable. It's like, Lynn, I said, what? Some of the stuff I'm reading, like I was reading right when I was getting in my car this morning. So, because I checked my messages in the morning. Last night, I talked to Snoop on the phone. We was talking about nephew and the cakes and stuff that Mama Snoop makes. And after that, I talked to hubby, got him up to speed with what was going on this here internet. And then we went to a comedy show. And then I went to bed. So, that was just it. But I woke up to a lot of messages. Yeah, they don't. That's just the facts. They don't. Mm-mm. No matter what, they don't. And some people want you to speak ill of them so they can condone their ill-mannered behavior that they're doing right now as we speak. It won't happen. It will not happen. If nobody told you today that they love you, I love you, and you're amazing and beautiful, and your feelings matter. Your feelings do matter. I love you back, sister. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for that. I love you back. I did too, as well, sister. I did too. Very much so, Joycelyn. Okay, Frida. Absolutely. So that's are the plans as far as I will be doing something later. I will make a post. And I will be doing the not RoAsia, the Nevaeh's winner. I think it was one of the sisters, or it was one of the mothers. I got to go back and look at the name. But in the caption sent to me, it says blessing for Nevaeh's winner. So when somebody bless my business without making a purchase, I always come back. Y'all know it from my history. Y'all have gotten sauces from blessings and stuff like that. So when someone blesses a particular business, then I go with that, and then I go there and I bless somebody with it. So a blessing for me should be able to be extended to a blessing to someone else. Let me see. Oh yeah, I have none for it. I have nothing for it. It felt good to come home and open the app and see that you tagged me. I love you, sister. With my whole heart. You one of the ones that when I look, it's always a smile. You, Sheila, I don't know if everybody want me to call their names out because I don't know where everybody at. I don't know if people getting blocked and put out of groups like Mama Pamela did because of me. So I really try not to call people names like that. I don't want to put nobody in a light where people gonna act funny with you, like straight up. I don't. I want people to experience their own thing with people, not through me. I'd hate it to be through me. They want your rhythm, but not your blues. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Absolutely, yes. So you have a great evening. Let me see. My oxtails was blessed with that. Don't play with it, sister. That's yes, honey. So, hey, y'all. Hey, so what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a sale, and I want to use something from this transition. I'm gonna do a sale on everything, Zyrie. and I'll think of a code or something to put up. And later today, I'm gonna go live on. I'll put up a post for Nevaeh's winner to be a blessing on this Sunday, and we'll do it live. And now, if Capri, you can come on, I'll let you know around what time, and then we could do the wheel spin to pick someone to win the product. And they don't even have to pay for shipping because the person that donated the products. They donated the set plus shipping, so it'll be a whole set. Let me see. Oh, you're more than welcome, Lavonda. I love you, sister. You know how long I've been doing this. I love y'all for real. Yeah. You said the group don't got Jesus in it. I want to be kicked out. Okay, guys, I love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in for the RoAsia Affirmations. I might have to change the name, y'all, because we need these affirmations no matter what time of day. So, but I'll keep wake up. Maybe I'll have something else if it's just, or I'll still use the wake up with RoAsia, even though we were already woke. You know what I'm saying? So I love you guys on purpose with so much purpose. I'm gonna get up off of here. And I don't know if I'm gonna go and do a coffee chat because later I'm gonna be on Nevaeh's winner. So people can have their way with the chaos over there. But we'll have a chat. And then we got to do a sip and chat too, because we were supposed to do it the other night. Oh, and I got to show y'all my money tree. Let me show y'all my money tree before I go. Okay. Remember when my sister first sent it to me? This was for my birthday. Do y'all remember? I saw you walking in the rain. Yes, ain't it? Ain't it growing? Ain't it growing? All right, guys. So I love y'all on purpose with so much purpose, and I'll see y'all later today on the Bears winner. Okay? It has ballooned. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Love you guys. Bye, y'all.